Today I learned they actually sell race carpets in king and queen sizes for adults. Me when I'm partnered with my crush. 10,000 IQ downloading classic Game Boy games to relive my childhood. Immediately remembering how terrifying my childhood was. Harry tells me you're quite the science whiz. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Ruin my childhood. Me, Ralph isn't Chief Wiggum's son. Name a more iconic trio than the Dream Team. I'll be waiting forever since it's impossible. I know you can't. Honestly, nobody on the planet is more recognizable than these three. Me trying to hold my own when sword fighting with my older brother. My father thinking I might be gifted while reviewing my classwork. There are moths in that lamp. Wife, I need you to watch the kids for a bit. Don't do anything stupid. Me. Am I the only one who hated when somebody said, babysit when we played hide and seek? When you come back from the bathroom and your mom says she took you computer because you've been playing Civilization 6 for 20 hours straight. You what? If you'd followed the dreams you had when you were 5 years old, what job would you have now? Me, astronaut guitarist. Duck zodiac signs. Where was your favorite hiding spot? Me trying to shut without touching the seat. Son, I want to be in the special forces. Dad, you have to graduate special ed first. 6-year-old me, when my mom says I can eat ice cream if I eat all the salad. Nobody. Me, remembering my childhood. Oh yeah, those were good times. The good times. My friend, thinking he's about to defeat me in a game of make-believe fighting. Me, about to pull out my immortality force field. Parents when their first child does something versus when their youngest child does it. At some point in your childhood, you and your friends went outside to play together for the last time, and nobody knew it. When your friends ditch you at a fight. The 4 horsemen of your childhood. Hiding from your parents in clothes racks. Picking a raindrop on a window to see if it falls the fastest. Taking your pencil and stabbing your eraser with it. Always drawing a sun in the corner of your drawings. Them, what did you just put in my drink? Me, winks and whispers, you'll see in a few minutes. Me going to my mom after crying while listening to Harry's new album. My mom being disappointed with me. We all played with these in the store, but never bought or took them home. Taxes are essentially just a yearly subscription to the country you live in lol. Childhood is the free trial. Leighton. What you just heard was logic. When you can't go to sleep because your mom is vacuuming. Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Top Gun sequel. Michael Keaton as Batman. 1980s Ghostbusters. Soviet Union. 2020s bringing back childhood memories. Mom, eat your food. 3-year-old me. When you tell your mum you forgot your school bag. When your friend asks their parents if you can sleep over and you're just in the back like. Smart kids doing school project. Me pretending to do the same thing so I don't have to study. Let's create a TV channel called Cartoon Network. Let's serve the childhood of the 90s and 2000s kids. Then drop its quality, lose its fans, and ultimately remove it out of existence. Then drop its quality, lose its fans, and ultimately remove it out of existence. Me and my friends having a good time eating our 4th supper. You can't hear pictures. Me. Nickelodeon finding the best way to systematically destroy every good franchise we loved in the 90s and 2000s by making shitty spin-offs. When daddy pretends you're an airplane. When you and your childhood best friends see each other. Someone, I wanna get to know you. Me, alright, pick a category. Childhood trauma, substance abuse, poor life choices, mental illness, things I shouldn't say, inappropriate humor. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. 7-year-old me. They're the same picture. Can you guys hear these pictures, or is it just me? My childhood. Me talking about my childhood. My therapist. My mom when I say no. Cashier, your child will be very happy. 22-year-old me. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Me, I should stop sitting too close to TV. It'll ruin my eyes. Me as well. When you're playing the remastered version of an old game and get to the favorite parts from your childhood. Messed up stuff on the internet. Childhood innocence. Many lies have been told us in our childhood, but the biggest one is letting us believe this little shut was the good guy. The Chuck E. Cheese from my childhood would straight duck the new one up, duct tape him, and throw him in the trunk of an old Oldsmobile. Versus. Childhood is when you idolize Batman. Adulthood is when you realize cheese is really expensive. When the teacher says silence, but you have to finish the gossip. Teacher, describe at least 2 of your favorite animals. Childhood me, one has sharp claws and heals really fast, and the other is blue and runs really fast. The animals. Me in my childhood years. YouTubers or influencers. Unfounded confidence. What society wants men to wear. What men wants to wear. I have a suspicion Disney changed one of my favorite childhood movies just to appeal to a wider audience. And this offends you because it deviates from a movie you loved as a child? No, it offends me as a recess adult. People who don't know. People who know. When you get lost in the store and you're free. Did the cartoons from our childhood have adult jokes to entertain our parents? Or did they have them for us when we grow up? He's probably thinking about other women. What was the name of that one show that I used to always watch when I was little? 9-year-old me, after saying you're not welcome after someone says thanks. Welcome to downtown Coolsville. When you're taught to use sir and ma'am your entire childhood, and then it becomes impolite to assume gender. Years of academy training wasted. These always made a nice sound when you hit your sibling with them. An accurate representation of going from childhood to adulthood. Toxic family members aren't entitled to forgiveness just because they're family. Honor thy mother and thy father. Family matters. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? The Heat Wheels NFT Garage Series 3 opens on 7/7. Buy or trade digital collectibles available on the Wax blockchain. Heat Wheels NFT Garage. No. A company. We will bring back something from your childhood. Everyone. A company. We will also make it for modern audiences. Everyone with a functioning brain. My brain choosing which flavor of anxiety we are going to experience today. Bottomless dread about nothing specific. Something seriously wrong with my body. I don't know what though. Why am I so anxious? Let's have a panic attack about it. Deep-rooted anxiety from my childhood. Impending doom. Watching the live-action Pinocchio trailer. Realizing they are going to recreate the donkey scene. Nurse, is everything okay? Yeah, just making sure my nose is still there. Lost it as an infant, and terrified it'll happen again. POV. Your swimsuit is dripping wet, you're freezing cold, and you forgot which floor your room is on. Dom. Family. Also Dom. Never trust his childhood friend, even after he took them in Rio, but still threw him out cause he messed up the job. Didn't give his own brother a chance to explain himself, turn into a merc who helps a maniac to destroy the world. Dom is not a family guy. Can you feel the love tonight? That was great. I know. I just wish our dad was alive to see us. Wait, our dad? Didn't you notice there were only 2 males around? And my dad is clearly not Scar, so. If you remember him from your childhood, chances are you're now a parent. You find an old YouTube channel from your childhood. You start watching their newer videos and something seems off. You realize someone missing from when you last watched them. You find out they died. When you climb the slide without falling. I see no god up here other than me. Couches of my childhood. I'm glad I grew up with this and not this. Mop. It's time to wake up for school. Me. YouTube videos that made my whole childhood. Wait, it's all cringe? Always has been. Did the cartoon shows from our childhood have adult jokes for our parents or for us when we look back at life? I don't need sleep. I need answers. At the store. Mop. Wait here, I forgot something. Cashier. Nearly finished shopping. Me. Mother. Me when I see a bunch of people compliment and praise a movie that made my childhood. When you play your childhood games and it starts bringing back memories like McDonald's didn't get worse, you just grew out of it. Spielberg, so you didn't like Crystal Skull, huh? Phoebe Waller-Bridge to replace Harrison Ford as female Indiana Jones. My entire childhood I thought they just had hundreds of towels. You don't know concentration until you have to carry this from the sink to the fridge. Umbrella. Do you trust me? 7 years old about to jump off the building. With every cell of my body. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? My friend. Yeah, the Hulk is also almost indestructible. Me, an intellectual. Kuando, you're just looking for a recipe, but the web has a 10 paragraphs introduction about writers' childhood, their grandma and their health issues. Just give me the damn recipe. Name a more iconic trio than the Dream Team. I'll be waiting forever since it's impossible. I know you can't. Honestly, nobody on the planet is more recognizable than these three. My bro busted his head on this every time he ran in the house. When your mom gets misty-eyed after a few drinks and starts talking about her childhood. This little story is going to cost us 51 years. Year 2000. Me. I enjoy Jar Jar Binks. Toxic fans. You're a recess piece of shit human being. Year 2022. Me. I disagree that Jar Jar is a racial stereotype. Toxic fans. You're a recess piece of shit human being. I'm glad I ruined your childhood. Everyone's childhood. How I remember my favorite childhood movie looking. How it actually looks. When the doctor lets you put some music on during surgery, but you crank some death metal because it helps you concentrate. Stop motion sculptors designing the most nightmarish characters known to man for their child-friendly movie about friendship and love. I grew up in a household where talking back got you ducked up. When they say we have to cut our nails, but we got no fingernail cutter. Get up and use your hand to turn the dial. My parents had a TV like this. I remember because I was the remote. When you getting help from the teacher and he starts yelling at the class, so you just standing there awkwardly. When you are sneaking around downstairs late at night and you drop something and it makes a loud noise, and before picking it up, you stand there for a minute like this to make sure no one heard. 7 years old kid today, smartphones, laptops, VR game. Me when I was 7. When you're angry, the ice cream men said you do not have enough money. It's just a kid's show. Keep the law simple and light. Ben 10's writer. It's the same dream. I try to run, but my feet keep sticking to the floor. When you get bored, so you deconstruct a pen and then put it back together. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Screw zodiac signs. What do you want to be when you grow up? When people you grew up with are back. If you remember this, you had an awesome childhood. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. Where 90s and early 2000s kids grew up. My bro case looking at memes. Years of childhood trauma treatable through therapy. When your mum asks about your report. When you successfully cracked a game and get unlimited coin. People who don't know. People who know. Boomers. Kids these days spend too much time on electronics. Back in my day, we played outside for fun. Boomers playing outside back in the day. 3-year-old me in the middle of the night going to my parents' room. Are you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. In 1943, Walt Disney made a film about a boy living in East Germany, making Hitler a Disney villain. Parents are the largest hypocrites. Change my mind. Kids these days will never know the strength you needed to get a car window down. When you and your homie get in the computer lab and gotta hurry the duck up so you can get seats next to each other. When you try one of the delicacies of your childhood as an adult and it tastes nothing like how you remember it. I remember when I was younger, I used to love Alien X, so I wanted to watch some videos about him and googled Alien S videos, and then my childhood was shattered into a million pieces. This was a big moment in my childhood. When you're about to turn 18, but you're not ready for adulthood. Come on. Come back. My dad found a letter to my mom from a childhood boyfriend. His name was Leonardo. My name is Leonardo. If any of these logos were your childhood, we should grab a drink together sometime. Me. Oh mommy, can I have some McDonald's? Mom, you got McDonald's money. Me the rest of the ride home. The famous couches of our childhoods. Parents start arguing. My sister. My mom. My dad. My friend who came for dinner. Me. When I was younger, I used to draw the sun in the corner of the paper every time. Watching mere-deer documentaries and realizing if you get mere-deered, there will be no photos to show of your life because you had a spotty early upbringing and never maintained any long-term friendships, so very few pictures exist of you outside of selfies on your phone. We didn't have playdates. When I was a kid, our parents kicked us out till dark, and the weakest among us ended up on unsolved mysteries like Mother Nature intended. Childhood is when you idolize Batman. Adulthood is when you realize Dr. Phil is an asshole who makes fun of people for money. I just found out that these two have the same voice actor, and I will ever be the same. That feeling when you watch your favorite childhood cartoons as an adult and understand all the dirty jokes. My god, I get it. You find one of your childhood YouTubers. He is having about 1k views per video and is planning on ending his channel. Therapist. So, where do you think your emotional problems really started? Me. What if I told you the whole time that magic stone under the bed was actually crack? Me, a old Gen Z seeing young Gen Z listen to my childhood jams as old music. Everything hurts, and I'm dying. Me looking tough for the pretty cashier. My dad paying for the Lego set. When you realize the GameCube and PS2 are considered retro consoles, and the Wii, DS, and Xbox 360 are soon to follow. Normal conversation. Random childhood trauma. Jaden Smith when he sees 8-year-olds having fun and not talking about the political and economic state of the world. Pathetic. What adults see. What kids see. 5-year-old me wanting to be like Vegeta. Me now. Just be yourself. Me not having my own personality since early childhood. So glad I grew up with this and not this. When your barber leaves your hair cut in middle and starts talking on phone. The 4 horsemen of childhood fears. Monsters. Dentists. Quicksand. The sun dying. This onion won't make me cry. Your favorite childhood show was probably meant to advertise toys. When you rewatch a childhood movie as an adult and actually understand it. My god, I get it. The scariest things on earth. The dark. Clowns. Sharks. Serial killers. Doubt. Frank from Cars. Childhood. Adulthood. Hood. Everybody when their childhood photos get shown at family reunions. Family, why do you love pizza so much? My TV as a kid. Levels of pain. Slap. Childbirth. Kicked in balls. When mom and dad team up. Let's be honest here, you all played with this thinking it was a gun when you were kids. You had such a happy childhood. You used to put me in tires and roll me down the hill. Those were good years. Me searching for a subreddit about one of my favorite childhood shows. Me seeing not safe for work next to the name. Watching your little siblings suffer the same that you went through. Our childhood heroes are getting old. Undertaker, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, John Cena, Shawn Michaels. When you download a childhood game and it gives you the same amount of happiness it used to. Nice. My mom's speed in the toy aisle. My mom's speed in the clothing aisle. When your mother makes you wash the dishes even though it's her turn and you complain about it. I missed the part where that's my problem. Me in kindergarten. I can run around for hours and still be full of energy. Me now. My back hurts when I take 2 steps. Where did you first see porn? Me. This onion won't make me cry. One day, your favorite game will shut down, or people won't play it. When you wake up to the smell of pancakes. No one. Kick balls that have been stuck in the middle school gym ceiling since 2011. What gives dads feelings of power, money, status, shutting with the bathroom door open? Remember her? This is her now. Feel old yet? Ash Ketchum leaving Pokemon is so sad. It feels like my childhood is dying. I understand. I haven't watched the anime in years, but it feels like saying goodbye to an old friend I regret growing apart from.